Hello Cancerians, thanks for joining me for the September 2018 Taroscope with Animal Totem cards. We're going to, as always, use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck and then the Animal Totem Beast Mistress, which are my own creations. Many of you say that you like that I get the readings early, and I try my best to. I'm going to offer a new service for Patreon supporters where they will be released 2 weeks early through Patreon with no monetization, no Google ads for Patreon supporters. I will still post them on YouTube as always for free later, but the Patreon supporters will have access to all 12 videos early, 2 weeks early. Okay, so if you're interested, you can find the link to the Patreon below this video. Okay, let's go ahead and move over to the reading for the Cancer for September 2018 for our Cancer friends. Okay. Cancerians. Cancerian friends. Up there. And this one. And what is up for Cancer during the month of September of 2018. Oh, okay. The finances are sure looking pretty sweet here. It says humility or something upside down, but I saw hummus. Maybe I'm hungry, I don't know. But that's the thing about these cards too. Let them speak to you. If something stands out to you, or if it looks like another word, like that looked like hummus, just go with that. That is the way that Spirit can speak to you directly through these readings. Okay? You have 2 pages as the first 2 cards up. One is in reverse, one is upright. Usually pages can be children, young people, children, but also they are messengers. That's the most way that I use them for, is messengers. All the young dudes carry the news. So the Page of Swords in reverse is news that was disappointing, or that you didn't want to hear, or that was upsetting, but then turn around right away and you get the Page of Cups in the upright position. So it looks like news came that you weren't so happy about, but it's followed up right away with news that you do want to hear about. The central card is the Empress, and that has a lot of meanings, but it's all good. The Empress is a card of abundance, fertility, the harvest, being comfortable. The Empress is a pregnancy card. And sometimes the Page of Cups, Spirit Child, is a representation of a soul of a child who's still not born yet, still in spirit form. So for some of you, this could be like somebody's pregnant and the spirit child is kind of hanging around. But it's also like getting ideas, spirit communication, spirit sending you messages. Through dreams often it could come. You need to have strength and have patience. Things are smoothing themselves out. Things are going to smooth themselves out here. You have the Tower in reverse and the 3 of Swords, so you've been through something here. You've been through something. But the central card being the Empress is so fantastic. The Empress is the, everything's going to be all right. You're fine. Fertility. You're comfortable. You're in abundance. You're in a favorable, positive space. Money looks really good down here. You've got the 6 of Pentacles, which is earned income, getting a payment, getting some kind of a benefit or payment, and it's followed right up with the 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, maybe you were like in a car accident or something, and you're going to get the insurance payout or something like that. Or, it could just be a lot of things. Sometimes when the Tower shows by a lot of good cards, it can be like some sudden thing that just shakes you up or rocks your world. But it's like, maybe you win the lottery, or somehow you get a big raise or a big bonus or something, and it just kind of shakes up your whole world. Not the Tower isn't always a big negative thing, not necessarily. That 8 on this, the Strength card is really standing out to me. Now 8 could be the 8th month of August, which at the time I'm recording this, we are still in August, so it could be 8. Could be 1/8/2018. Could be 8 is Saturn. 8 is the number associated with Saturn. And we are having an event. Saturn is changing this month on about the 7th, the 6th of the 7th. I can't really tell by this. But it is turning direct after a long period of retrograde. So it might be talking about the 6th of the 7th as Saturn turns direct. That could be what the delay as Saturn was retrograde. Maybe that's what the delay was about. Saturn turns direct and things start moving. You know, we've had a lot of planets in retrograde this whole past few months, and especially August. So now a lot of the planets are turning direct. So things are moving forward for everybody. You know, things are finally starting to move. Things are finally starting to happen. We also, it is a change of seasons, and I'm going to be offering that reading again. I do this every time we have a change of seasons, but a change of seasons just changes the whole vibe. It just really changes the whole vibe. And that's going to occur on the 22nd as the sun moves into Libra. And we have a change of seasons, and we have a change of vibe, we have a change of energy. It's always a new beginning. It's always something new when the sun moves into Libra, and that's happening on the 22nd, or any of the cardinal signs, because it always represents the change of seasons. Okay, I'm going to come back to do your animal totem, but I just want to quickly, I'm so excited about a few things I want to show you really quickly. These are this new astral art I'm doing. I start with a planet or a constellation in your astrology chart, and then I add layers in of different imagery that relates to your chart. It could be some of it's hard to pick up on the camera, but it's all there and it's really cool. And this is a personalized chart. It makes a great gift, or a gift for yourself. These also are new, the astrology glyphs. This is your sun, rising, and moon in a glyph format with just the symbols, and it's like an 18 by 18. You could shrink it down. Somebody said they were going to get a tattoo of it. I thought that was so awesome. They were going to get a tattoo, but you could use it as a business card, all sorts of things. I've also gone through in the astrology teas, and I've created every possible combination of sun and moon. So you can have a t-shirt with your particular sun and moon, and it even has a symbol in it. If you want to find out about the teas, you would go to the teas section of my website and click on your sign for that specific thing. The art section has all the astrology art in it. And then in the readings, you can find out about this seasonal equinox reading, the ingress reading. I do use astrology. I use your chart, but it's also a psychic reading. It's just, astrology is just another way to use a psychic reading like the cards. And I also pull an animal totem card for you with that ingress reading. So if you're interested, please do check that out. If you want to become a supporter on Patreon, you can find the link below. If you're having trouble finding my videos, you can hit the subscribe button. And now we're going to pull the animal totem card for our Cancerian Moonchild friends for the month of September 2018. Grasshopper, things are going to leap forward. Leaps and changes. Leaps and bounds. Health, blessings, fertility, the gift of song. Inspired creation, reveal your true spirit. Reincarnation, discovering your soul's path. Advanced by leaps and bounds. Yeah, that could happen. I get the feeling like somebody, there's some disappointment, but it turns around. Often that's just how it goes. When things are disappointing, it often is, our higher forces, our spirit guides, our higher self, they know that something wasn't right for you. And they will turn things around and make them right for you. Or the right thing will show up. For some of you, this could be somebody who's had a miscarriage, and now they're going to have a viable pregnancy too. That could be another thing. Whatever the case may be, you come out smelling like a rose. I'm going to put that. You're smelling like a rose. Smelling like a rose. I am smelling like a rose that somebody gave me. I am. I don't know the rest of that song. I'm not looking up songs this month, but you can look it up if you want, and if you want to post the lyrics below. But smelling like a rose just means it's an old saying. It just means you come out on top. You come out with the benefits. You come out being the positive person, getting what you want, having ample is a word, with ample support, love, prosperity, definitely prosperity. That looks sweet. Something could happen. Could be some big shakeup, but you turn out with some big money out of it somehow. And okay. Like say I mentioned car accident. I don't want to put that in anybody's brain, but what if you did have a car accident? You would be safe. You wouldn't be injured, or if you were, you'd recover, but there could be money coming for it. Because the Tower in reverse, you know, that's can go either way. It's a big shakeup in your life, you know, and the grasshopper is a big change in your life, so it looks cool. Alright everyone, please do check your rising and moon. If you haven't, if it doesn't resonate with you, check out my website, because that's where you'll find links to everything, the books, the decks. They make great gifts. They make great gifts for yourself. To treat yourself if you get all this money. Treat yourself to something. Gotta, you know, I find that too. You just gotta treat yourself to something now and then. Even if it's not one of my items, you just gotta do that. You know, you can't. Your life just can't be about paying bills, paying bills. You gotta do something nice for yourself every now and then. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Thank you for supporting me in all the ways that you do, through liking, sharing, commenting, donating. It all helps to keep the readings free. Every month, if you want to become a patron, you can get the readings early starting next month. Check that out. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. If you're having trouble finding my videos, you can hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate everything you do oh so much. Have a great month of September, and I'll speak to you soon.